When floodwaters recede, the real work begins. Filing and navigating a flood insurance claim can seem overwhelming, especially when you're dealing with the stress of property damage. I'm Chris with the Flood Insurance Guru, and today I'm walking you through the complete National Flood Insurance Program claims process, from your first call to receiving your payment. Understanding these steps now can help you recover more quickly and completely if flooding affects your home. Before we discuss the claims process, let's talk about the immediate steps you should take after a flood. Safety comes first. Never enter a flooded building until authorities confirm it's safe. Watch for electrical hazards, structural damage, gas leaks, and contaminated water. As soon as it's safe to enter, begin documenting everything. Take photos and videos of all damaged areas and items before removing anything. Capture the high watermark on walls and document from multiple angles. This visual evidence is crucial for your claim. Start creating a detailed inventory of damaged items. Include description of each item, approximate date of purchase, estimated value, model and serial numbers for appliances and electronics, condition before the flood. Take reasonable steps to prevent additional damage, which is actually required by your policy. This might include removing standing water when possible, tarping damaged roofs, boarding broken windows, moving undamaged items to dry areas, running fans and dehumidifiers if electricity is safe. Keep samples of damaged materials like carpet, wallpaper, and upholstery fabric. These can help the adjuster assess the quality and value of damaged items. But don't dispose of anything until the adjuster has inspected it, unless it presents a health hazard. Contact your insurance agent or company as soon as possible to report the claim. Don't wait for the adjuster to start documenting damage or taking preventive measures. When you call, have this information ready. Your policy number, your contact information including a phone number where you can be reached, the property address, when the flooding occurred, a general description of the damage. Your insurer will assign you a claim number and an adjuster. Write down both the claim number and the adjuster's name and contact information. This claim number will be your reference for all communications about your claim. If your policy documents were damaged or lost in the flood, don't worry. Your agent can access your policy information. If you don't know who your agent is, call the NFIP Help Center at 1-877-336-2627, and they can help connect you with your insurance company. Typically, an adjuster will contact you within 24-48 hours after reporting your claim. During major flooding events affecting many properties, this might take longer. If you haven't heard from an adjuster within several days, follow up with your insurance company. The adjuster is your main point of contact throughout the claims process. Their job is to document the damage, determine what's covered under your policy, and calculate the value of your loss. When the adjuster visits your property, walk through the entire property together. Point out all areas of damage. Show them your documentation and inventory. Ask questions about anything you don't understand. Take notes during the conversation. The adjuster will measure water lines on walls, take photos and videos, examine damaged items, note building materials and quality, assess whether damage was caused by flooding or other sources, determine if damage existed before the flood. The adjuster will prepare a document called a scope of loss that details the flood damage to your property. Review this document carefully to ensure it includes all damaged areas and items. If you notice missing items or disagree with any assessments, discuss this with your adjuster immediately. There are different types of adjusters you might work with: company adjusters, employed directly by your insurance company; independent adjusters, contracted by insurance companies but not employees; public adjusters, hired and paid by you to represent your interests. Most NFIP claims involve company or independent adjusters. Public adjusters charge a fee, typically a percentage of your claim payment, and are rarely necessary for straightforward NFIP claims. The most important document in the NFIP claims process is the proof of loss form. This is your official claim for damages, and it must be filed within 60 days of the flood unless FEMA extends this deadline for major disasters. The proof of loss is a sworn statement that includes the date and cause of the flood, documentation of ownership, detailed list of damaged contents, structural damage details, cost estimates for repairs, supporting documentation. In most cases, your adjuster will help you prepare this document based on their assessment. However, you are responsible for making sure it's complete and accurate before signing it. The adjuster may provide you with a suggested amount for your claim, but you can negotiate this amount if you believe it's insufficient. Once you're satisfied with the proof of loss, you'll need to sign it and have it sworn to before a notary public, licensed public adjuster, or other official authorized to administer oaths. This makes it a legal document, so accuracy is crucial. Remember, you must submit the signed and notarized proof of loss to your insurance company within 60 days of the flood, even if you're still working with your adjuster. Missing this deadline could result in denial of your claim, though extensions are sometimes granted for major disasters. Submit the proof of loss with all supporting documentation, including your detailed inventory, photos and videos of damage, receipts for damaged items when available, contractor estimates for repairs, any other evidence of your loss. After submitting your proof of loss, the insurance company will review your claim and issue payment if approved. The timing varies, but you can typically expect initial payment within a few weeks of submitting a complete proof of loss. Payments may come in several forms: advance payments for immediate needs before the full claim is settled, partial payments as portions of your claim are approved, final payment after the entire claim is processed. If you have a mortgage on your property, the claim check will typically be made out to both you and your mortgage company. You'll need to work with your lender to endorse the check and arrange for funds to be released for repairs. Remember that building coverage and contents coverage are separate parts of your policy with separate deductibles. You may receive separate payments for each type of coverage and at different times. For most primary residences, building claims are paid at replacement cost value, meaning you receive the full cost to repair or replace without deduction for depreciation. However, contents claims are always paid at actual cash value, which does account for depreciation. This is why your payment for personal belongings may be less than what it costs to replace them new. If you disagree with the amount offered for your claim, you have several options. First, speak directly with your adjuster. Provide additional documentation or explanation about why you believe certain items were undervalued or overlooked. Often, disagreements can be resolved at this level. If you can't reach agreement with your adjuster, contact your insurance company's claims department. Ask to speak with a claims manager and explain your concerns. Be specific about the items in dispute and have your documentation ready. If you're still not satisfied, you can file a formal appeal with FEMA. You have 60 days from receiving the insurer's written denial or partial payment to submit your appeal. Include a letter explaining your dispute along with supporting documentation. Send your appeal to Federal Insurance Administrator, 400 C Street, SW Washington, DC 2472. If your appeal is unsuccessful, your final option is to file a lawsuit against your insurer. You must file within 1 year of the date your claim was denied. Consider consulting with an attorney who specializes in flood insurance claims if you reach this stage. To ensure the smoothest possible claims experience, keep these tips in mind. Document everything. Take more photos and videos than you think you need from multiple angles and with good lighting. Keep detailed notes of all conversations with adjusters and insurance representatives, including dates, names, and what was discussed. Stay organized. Create a dedicated file for all flood claim documents, including correspondence, forms, estimates, receipts, and photos. Keep digital backups of everything. Be proactive. Don't wait for the adjuster or insurance company to contact you. Follow up regularly on the status of your claim. Persistence and politeness go a long way. Get multiple repair estimates from licensed contractors. This gives you leverage if the insurance company's estimate seems low and provides options for completing repairs. Understand your policy before a flood occurs. Review your coverage, limits, and exclusions annually so you know what to expect during the claims process. The NFIP claims process may seem complex, but understanding the steps now can help you navigate it successfully if flooding affects your home. Remember that documentation is your most powerful tool, and don't hesitate to ask questions throughout the process. For personalized guidance on flood insurance claims or to review your current coverage, visit floodinsuranceguru.com or call us at 205-451-4294. Our specialists can help you prepare for the unexpected and advocate for you during the claims process.